Hello, we're here with the horses again, me and Victoria, right? And so it is hot, sunny day. And so we're going to give Angel a bath. Angel is a horse that doesn't sweat once the temperature gets to a certain point. It's called anhydrosis. So once the humidity starts to set in the summer, she doesn't sweat well. So what we're going to do is we're going to cool her off before she goes out and gets her hay and give her a nice little bath. She's excited. She loves her bath. So stay tuned and watch us. All right, Victoria, come on, girl. Rico, you stay there. We might... Okay, so this last part is called squeegee. It's just kind of like you do. Sometimes you use this in the shower, on your windows. It's the same process. We just want to get all the moisture as much as we can off of her so that she's not dripping wet when she goes out there. Because most likely when she goes out, she's going to roll and get dirt on her. So we want to get her as dry as possible so it don't stick to her. And that will be the last step before we put in a little shine on her mane and tail. And then she'll be set. She'll feel good today. She'll feel really nice. We got our brother in the background playing soccer. He's over here having fun. We make the horse thing in a family affair. Having horses is something we can all do together, even though he's not very interested in horses as much as Victoria. He can still do his soccer stuff and enjoy time out here with the family, and we can all be together, which is really nice. And so Angel, she's feeling good. You can see she's nice and cool and happy with the grass. And then we'll put her out there with her best buddy, Zeke, and they'll finish eating their hay together. So next time we will probably give Zekers a bath. He will be one we have to be a little more careful. Zeke is not as trained as Angel, so we might do it in here. We'll figure it out. We'll work with him a little, and then we'll try to give him a bath. So stay tuned. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed watching Angel get her bath. And thanks. Like and subscribe if you enjoy our channel.